Welcome to Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. My name is Doug, and today we are making another healthy cook. It's chicken and mushrooms and some delicious wine sauce. Stay tuned. So welcome back to my kitchen. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you can enjoy this recipe. It's pretty easy and it's delicious and it's healthy. What else do you want? So we're gonna be using 3 chicken breasts. Now these chicken breasts are pretty thin, but I'm gonna make them just a little bit thinner. So I got some plastic wrap here, and I also have a meat mallet. So I'm just going to tap it just a little bit, just to get it a little bit thinner. So you might say, well, how thick should it be? Well, I'm going for more or less like 1/4 of an inch to half an inch thick. So it should be something like this, okay? And now what we're gonna do is we're going to season it, and we're gonna season it with salt and pepper. And I always do both sides of the chicken. You should always do that. And once again, the reason why we made the chicken a little bit thinner, because it's really going to soak up that delicious flavor of the wine. All right, so now I'm doing my pepper. I'm using some freshly cracked black pepper. Both sides, of course. All right, that's good. Next, I'm using some garlic powder. And I just do it just to coat the side, basically. So no specific measurement. I just kind of lightly coat the side. And then we're going to use some thyme leaves. Once again, make sure that you put it on both sides. And you don't need a lot of thyme leaves, just a little bit. All right, perfect. So our chicken is seasoned. We're gonna cook our chicken in some extra virgin olive oil, and we'll probably cook it for around 3 minutes on each side. Since we made it a little bit thinner, 3 minutes should probably suffice. And then we're gonna start making our mushrooms. Stay tuned. Okay, so in my frying pan here, I'm gonna put the flame on to a medium heat, and I'm using approximately 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And then we're gonna place our chicken into the skillet. And like I said, we're gonna cook this for around 3 minutes on both sides. A total of 6 to 8 minutes, really. Okay, so it's been 3 minutes. We're gonna flip it over, and you can see the nice color. Now I have this on a medium to high flame, just FYI. And when I flip it over, I'm just gonna lower it just a bit. So we're gonna cook it for around 3 minutes on that side now. I love that color. Okay, so the chicken is almost done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove it and put it on a plate. And then we're gonna add just a little bit more extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna add our 1 cup of white chopped onions that have been finely chopped, and cook that for around 5-7 minutes. And then we'll add our garlic, which is 2 garlic toes. And you only want to cook your garlic with the onions for about a minute. And then we'll add the wine. Okay, so I'm going to take out the chicken. Oh, I just love the color. It looks so good. Perfect. Look at that color. All right, excellent. So we're going to put that to the side. I'm going to add just a drop of extra virgin olive oil. And then we're going to add our onions. Remember, that's 1 cup of white onion that has been finely chopped. Another kitchen tool you should definitely have are wooden spoons and wooden forks. They just come in so handy. So I'm going to cook that for around 5-7 minutes. Also, when I cook my onions, I always salt and pepper them. So I just add about a teaspoon of salt and about a teaspoon of black pepper. Next, I'm going to add the 2 garlic toes that have been minced. And we want to cook the garlic with the onions for around a minute. Next, I'm using some Pinot Grigio white wine, and I'm using a 1/2 cup, and I'm going to just pour it into the onions, and we want to let that cook down a bit. So our flame right now is on a low to medium. We're just going to cook that wine down just a little bit. Okay, when you see it bubbling just a little bit, lower the flame, and then you're going to add the 1 cup of chicken broth. And I'm using the 33% less sodium one. This is Swanson's. And then we're just going to cook that for about a minute or 2 together. And then what we're going to do is going to add 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, but we're going to add the Greek yogurt after this is cooked. So we're going to turn off the flame, and everything will still be hot, but we're going to add that Greek yogurt with the flame off, because we don't want the Greek yogurt to curdle. If you had it on a very, very low flame, it would probably be okay. I've done that before and it was fine, but if it's too hot, the Greek yogurt could curdle. So just watch that. Okay, now we're going to add the Greek yogurt, and that was 1/4 cup. I'm going to get a whisk. A whisk is another kitchen tool you should really have in your kitchen. And this is just going to make it a little bit creamier. And our sauce is ready. Now let's get to the mushrooms. Okay, so the mushrooms, we have another skillet here. I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We're going to heat that up again. Now, in the past, I would use butter. And it tasted so good with the butter. But we're trying to be healthy here. So we're just going to use the extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to heat that up. We're going to add our mushrooms to that. With just a little bit of onion to it, even that there's onions in the sauce, but we're going to add just a little bit of onion to the mushrooms and some garlic. Skillet, I'm adding 1/4 cup of some more white onion. It's been chopped up. And we're also going to use some garlic powder here. So we're going to cook up our onions for a couple of minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. And then we're going to add the mushrooms. So our onions have been cooked up some. We're adding our white sliced mushrooms. And our mushrooms will cook down. So we just want to keep tossing them in the extra virgin olive oil with the onions. And then we're going to add a little garlic powder and salt and pepper, of course. Okay, so I'm going to add some salt, probably about a teaspoon of salt. Some black cracked pepper. I love a lot of pepper on my mushrooms. It's very earthy. Give that a toss. And our mushrooms should take around 5 minutes or so to cook, maybe 7. Gonna add some garlic powder now to it. Probably about a teaspoon. Give that a toss. So I'm going to continue cooking up my mushrooms, and then we'll start plating it all. It's going to be so good. Yum. And what I want to show you over here while our mushrooms are cooking down there is I'm going to now add, for that 5 minutes while the mushrooms are cooking, I'm going to add the chicken back into the sauce because it's going to absorb that wine and that chicken broth. Oh, it's going to be so good. And then I like to just get the sauce and just drizzle the chicken with that delectable sauce, that delectable wine sauce. So this is on a low flame right now. We're just heating everything through and making sure that that chicken is absorbing that yummy wine sauce. Yum. Cannot wait. Okay, we're back and now we're going to plate it. And I can't wait. All right, so let me get a piece of chicken here. Now, thinking about portions, I'm probably only gonna eat one. So I'm gonna place it in the middle. I'm gonna get some extra sauce and just drip that sauce all around. Because when we cut into that chicken, we definitely want a little extra sauce going on there. That's number one. Looks great. And then what we do is we're just going to top it with our mushrooms. And you can see how our mushrooms really cook down. So I'm just getting my mushrooms here. I'm using a slotted spoon. And I'm just going to add some mushrooms to the top. Just like that. My gosh, that looks so good. Look at that. Oh, wow. Now that is a dish. Let's have a taste test. Now, I know some people might be saying, Doug, what can you serve with this? Well, you could definitely make a nice, fresh salad. You could add some green beans to this. But I'm just going to eat it just like this. And I cannot wait. Let's have a bite of the chicken. Very yummy. With the mushrooms, it's fantastic. Excellent. Healthy. Probably having one chicken breast with the mushrooms and the sauce and everything, it's maybe 350 calories to maybe 400 calories, something like that. So it's healthy, low calorie dish, and it's delicious. I hope you try it. Thank you so much for joining us on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. Remember, if you want that homey vibe, you need to subscribe, and please give this video a like. Until next time, my friends, happy healthy living, bye-bye, and happy cooking.